All right, I'm back. Hopefully, for good. We'll see. Oh my gosh, this is driving me bonkers. That's now I'm on to my fourth stream within a 3-hour period. Not even posting it to Twitter again because I've done that several times now. It's freaking annoying me.
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world. Roger, General. We're entering Corneria City now. All aircraft report. Falco here. I'm fine. This is Peppy. All systems go.
Flippy here. I'm okay.
Check your G-diffuser system. Open the wing. Here they come.
Alright, so what I'm thinking is we might be able to drop all of this. For setup cryptic, it's probably in a wait. I don't know if we need it to be in a wait or not, but let's keep that for now. And we're gonna get cryptic from here and lowercase from there.
It's quiet. Too quiet. I'll check it out.
Ah, no ciphertext.
I see him up ahead. Let's rock and roll. Surprise attack! Coming from above!
So if we do that, and then instead of this, we do that. And here. Do we want to do it that way? Maybe I will keep it as KS. Yeah, hopefully I stay back. We'll see. So I'm gonna see if I can do
Fuck! Get this guy off me!
I'm on it.
KS. KS would be KS.ciphertext. Okay, so then we're eliminating several lines and making this a little bit more reusable. We should be able to do this here, although that is problematic.
There's one more to go. I'll go it alone from here. Never give up. Trust your instincts.
Maybe we will just go ahead and rename it. So I like the key store website. Already forgot my password though. LOL. Is it kind of like PayPal? So we're going more for a Venmo-esque type thing. But none of these aliases, so like up here, JoJo right here, is that not highlighting? I don't know why that won't highlight. But for some reason, so JoJo and Byte right here, they're not enforced. So it's only enforced in each person's wallet, essentially. But other than that, I think it will try and suggest, I think I did this. So like you shouldn't be able to add 2 bytes. You would have to be like byte-1 or byte-b or something if you were trying to add 2. But other than that, it's just enforced in the wallet in your own contact list, essentially. Let's see, KS. All right, I think that should work. But yeah, long story short, regardless of the username enforcement, which we call them aliases because I think that it's more clear to me that it's not like a username. Username name to me implies that it is enforced by a centralized system. But since no one's enforcing these, this is literally a static website and you're just loading people's information into your IndexedDB and they're doing it in theirs essentially. It should function like Venmo, but it's not enforced. So Byte is the alias, and if I click send, it just pre-fills that, and so it should have a similar feel to how Venmo works, but it's actually sending dash. Okay. All right, so I think that should work. Let's refresh one of these and pull up console here. Clear that and clear this. Refresh. Uh-oh. Numbits is not defined. 281. 281. Oh, I missed it. That's my bad. All right, let's try that. Okay, and this freaked out. If the encryption password for some reason is wrong, it clears the session storage for that password. And that's why it freaked out. But if we refresh now, okay, it's working. Suppose we don't need that, or this, or that, I don't think. Oh, what do I think about passkeys? eBay is using it now. I've been hearing more and more about them. I'm not opposed to them. What I would like them for is to use them instead, assuming it makes sense, instead of this encryption password. So actually, why don't I just show this? So I would love to, if this was gone, so instead of needing to remember your encryption password, I would actually love to have the option of using your passkey here. So I'm definitely not opposed to them, but I would need to look into them more. I've looked into them a little bit, but I would also, I'm very much a zero dependency vanilla JavaScript type of person. So I suppose I could look up what MDN and see if there's passkey information, but if there's not like a native JavaScript interface, so there's the web authentication API. I mean, if it's as simple as that, I wouldn't be opposed to looking into it, and especially if it could allow you to use a passkey instead of needing to remember this, I'm not opposed to that. I think that would be really cool. My main thing is for a password manager, like I wouldn't mind it here for what's stored in browser, just because, I mean, I guess I clear this out so much, but if someone's using this wallet seriously, which this is very much alpha level, just FYI, alpha stage, not production ready, but if someone was using this seriously and depending on it, I don't know how I feel about using passkeys. Maybe they'd be fine. I'd really need to look into them more, because I don't like the only thing being like your face. Like if someone could take your picture and trick a camera into thinking it's you, or literally if you're asleep, you know, your kid holds your face up to the camera and buys a bunch of crap on, you know, like some shopping site. It's like that's not ideal in my opinion. So having a like that with some password that's memorized that you have to enter would be my preferred, where it's like, yeah, have this encryption part, but also like maybe having some toggle option of, for certain sites, or if this site is the one requesting it, this is my bank account. Do not let anyone activate this, even if they have my face or fingerprint or whatever. Like, make them enter a password that they have to know, and that password is not entered anywhere other than to like decrypt. Yeah, can't see into your mind yet. Yet. Definitely the keyword there. So I'm going to take this and paste the whole thing, and I'm going to drop all of this Mac stuff. Oh, I guess now cryptic isn't used in that one. Okay, so that should work for decrypting, I think. And then we need this half as well. So let's copy that. And drop all of that Mac stuff. I don't think we need any of this anymore. And this should be encrypt data. And I think we should expect the key store to be provided. But we don't need the recovery phrase, I don't think. Encrypted data. Turn that, drop this. I'm gonna say data instead. Okay. And let's cut that. I'm gonna move this up near the decrypt. Maybe I'll reverse it. So we've got encrypt data, decrypt data. And I guess this one we're just doing that straight up. So I'm actually gonna do that as well. That simplifies things even more. Let's see. So with that, so that's for aliases. Let's see, find aliases. So I want something like this. I want to actually test this out real quick. So what I'm going to try to do is, let's see, go back to where this is happening. So user info, this only happens on change. So if state prop is not equal to the other one, we get the aliases and then we set them and update the prop for the selected alias. That's not where we want to do it. It's probably here. I'm going to temporarily add, whoops. So foo, instead of that, we're going to say foo. And I think we want JSON.stringify. And let's see. Coming up on half an hour again. Hopefully it doesn't die again. That will be really irritating. But we also don't want just that. We want to try out our encrypt data. But we don't have access to any of that stuff. I'm going to copy this actually. So I'm going to copy that, delete that, come back to main, near where we have the KS, this stuff. Right. So we actually want something like that. So encrypt data. Oh yeah, we're not importing that yet. So we probably need to come up here to wallet and say encrypt data. We might want a decrypt data. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Go back down there. Okay, so encrypt data, encryption password, key store, data. So we've got the key store there. And we need the encryption password. So we might actually want to move this down here and say app state encryption password is that. So encryption password, key store, and store that. Maybe I will. Honestly, there's no point to do that. I don't think. I think we can safely just do alias there. Okay, so let me refresh. This should give us, maybe I'll log this to console.log alias foo. Foo. And should show up here. So refresh, stale data. Now, before I accidentally refresh this again without meaning, I'm going to comment that out. Okay, so that should be this same object but encrypted. So instead of commenting all of that out, if we switch this to, let's see. So alias is foo. Then we take this and we do let alias JSON equals decrypt data, and that would be encryption password key store. Oh, we forgot the data. Interesting. So decrypt would be alias, and we're missing, so decrypt data. Is that what's going on there? Okay. Decrypt data. Okay. So with it set up like that, then we get the data from there. And then alias should be a string, and alias JSON should be, maybe I'll do it like this. Okay. All right, let's refresh. Okay. That's looking right. So we've got alias, that's the string, and it looks like it decrypted it. And if we did JSON.parse, I don't think JSON parse is a promise, so I'm gonna do it like that. I think we could also do something like that. That way, if for some reason that's empty, instead of it blowing up on that, it will just parse an empty string and return an empty string. So let's refresh again. There we go. Okay, so we are able to encrypt that data. So we've taken this data, we encrypted it here, and we're able to then take it and decrypt it. That's what we wanted, and we're using the information from the key store. So it's working as expected. Where we want to implement this, though, is so I think we more or less want this stuff, both of these, to happen in here. And you just realized all someone has to do is access your webcam to hack your passkey protected account. Oh yeah. If you're using Face ID, that could certainly be done. All right, we're at 35 minutes on this stream, so hopefully it doesn't die again, but heads up, it might die again. But I'm actually, well, we'll see. If we get to like over 40 minutes, maybe 45, then hopefully, hopefully we're good. Okay, so essentially we want this set item, instead of storing it like this, we want to store the encrypted version, so we want this stuff. Trying to keep an eye on the streams to make sure they don't go out, but or to be aware when they go out if they do, so let's see. Sweet, encryption password is there. Key store, do we have it? So we should be able to do, I think, core wallet dot key store should work. And then so that would encrypt it. And then init wallet gets used here. All right, so those appear to be the only places. Init wallet is being used, so we're not actually, that's a derp on my part. We're not even outputting stored alias. So I have that being set to a variable because at one point I was logging it, but we're not even returning that right now. So it just stores that data. What I want to look for is where we are getting that data. So actually I don't know why I did that. Do that one. Okay, so we get aliases here to update properties. What I'm trying to figure out is it might be worth making a little wrapper around this for what I'm thinking. Well, maybe not specifically for aliases, but for any store. So let's see.